Please excuse my broken glasses. Now, this Pisces, which is our destiny, and Virgo, which is our fate season, eclipse season that we're going through, I thought it was about essence, so like plant essence and things like this being in the earth field, and our spiritual essence being in the Pisces realm. But it's a little bit more than that. It's about magic, okay? So let us begin. This one is from my notes, and I'm just going to read it all out to you. It's a small excerpt of a study that I've been doing. Now, again, this is about the combination of the Pisces and Virgo eclipse season that we're going through right now. We're going to have an eclipse coming up, but we're in the season. Now, what we have here is I've just got everyone's words. I want the words to be right. So anything that is called dark or black magic involves attempting to manipulate or control the will of others, disregarding their free choice and autonomy. Medieval European magic was rituals calling on supernatural forces, herbal medicine practiced by monks, priests, physicians, midwives, folk healers, diviners, interpreting omens, sorcery, use of charms, geomancy, hydromancy, aeromancy, pyromancy, astrology, the flight of birds, enchantments, magical objects bound to the person. So, I might not say this correctly. Maleficium is conducted with the intention of causing harm. It is wiki, which means wicked. So the Wicca actually means wicked, all right? Practices of spiritual and physical healing are actually sorcery, because you're gaining the energy from our soul, from source energy, from our Father of all souls, Father of all living souls, even animals, is our Son. So spells are words that curse, that's a hex. Diviners use geomancy, hydromancy, aeromancy, pyromancy, and that is divine and sacred. Diviners are divine. So natural magic, stone, herbs, sticks, flowers, chemistry equals alchemy. The opposite of natural magic is ceremonial magic, to summon entities. A mystic is a person who becomes one with God, the Absolute, an altered state of consciousness, an extraordinary spiritual experience, a mystical experience, an out-of-body experience. Mysticism is to be made aware of something, to initiate, to introduce. It's a mysterious revelation, mysterion, the hidden will of God, aware of spiritual reality, the union of two realities, merging, absorption, access to realities not accessible by sense perceptions, introspection, or mental concepts. Now, Unio Mystica is spiritual marriage, the transcendental reality. We become aware of our oneness, the certainty of God's presence, consciousness of God's presence within us in essence. Mysticism, a distinctive experience, a direct experience, personal religion, more fundamental than a theology or ecclesiasticism. Unio Mystica is new ways of loving, knowing, based on awareness that God is present in our inner acts. It is an intimate experience. Mysticism is a process of spontaneous experiences that naturally occur without a religious matrix. It is embodied. The mystical experience reveals hidden truths, involves intuitively understanding the meaning of existence. Mystical illumination is a visionary experience, the phenomenon of resolution to life's problems, the individual direct experience of God's grace. Illumination is the phenomenon of mysticism, illuminatio, Kensho, Satori, Bodhi. More than mystical experiences or visionary states, it is personal transformation. The mystikos is the presence of Christ. And, for those who are devoted to Jesus, they understand that he is a very living presence. His Spirit is amazing. I hope you've all come to know Great Spirit Chief Father. You can only get through. Jesus is the door, yeah? And then you meet Great Spirit Chief Father. Mysticism is positively knowing. Natural philosophy develops. Behold, the divisibly invisible divine energy of God as the uncreated light of transfiguration, a grace which is eternal and proceeds naturally from the blinding darkness of the incomprehensible divine essence. That's the void. Have you ever been in the void? Quietism, the absorption of one's soul into the divine essence. Various mystics are labelled Quietist in 1675 AD. The state of deep contemplation from abandonment to divine providence. The value of our internal actions, which are wrought by the Godhead abiding within us. Our own personal Godhead, the God that came to you and knows your spiritual name. Visions and dreams are experiential knowledge to perceive the depths of meaning. Helpful magic is known as white magic. It is medical and protective. It promotes feelings of positive growth, happiness, peace, and healing. White magic comes from wisdom. The wise men are wizards. White magic is singing and rhyming. It is known as the cunning craft. It thwarts Wicca. White magic is folk healing. Practitioners ban evil, lift curses, and bless. They are benandanti, walk in the good ways. They are benzidirios, a blessing to see. They are seers and seeresses. They are curandandios, which means cure and heal. They are someone who knows. They form formulas and have their formularity, which is their book of recipes and methods. Witches are harmful, but cunning folk are helpful. Witches conjure, invoking entities, casting spells. Witches call forth and summon and evoke and use enchantment. Warlocks look in war. Cunning folk are seers. They are clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient. They were the midwives, and they are the keeners who sing the laments over the dead, crying and weeping, praising the dead, emphasizing a woeful condition for those left behind, rocking and kneeling and clasping of hands together, their keening songs of grief. Witches act in secret, and cunning folk work in front of everyone. Okay, so that is what I've got. That is all the words. I've gone through history. One thing, two sort of like variants I want to make. When you have an out-of-body experience, you go on the experience, your spirit leaves, your mind separates. Okay, so when you have an out-of-body experience, first of all, your mind's like, oh my God, what's going on? What's happening? But your consciousness is on the way to the experience. It wants to give you some information and show you something. And your mind's like, what's going on? And questioning and stuff like that. And then it clicks out. You don't hear the mind anymore. You're just in the experience of the consciousness, going through whatever it's doing to retrieve that information that you need. It's a woman's world. What was will be. And the evolution is revolution, or the revolution is evolution. I always get it. I'm not sure. I wrote it down though. It was a long time ago. So when you come back into your body, it has just been an instant. Even though you've gone on this consciousness journey and you've returned to the body, time on this 3D level has not moved. It's just still in the moment. In comparison, when you're in the void is beautiful. It's a place of quietness and stillness and the most peaceful peace you've ever known. You feel like you've only been there like a couple of minutes, but in actual fact, it's been a couple of hours in real time. So the experience of being in the void feels like momentarily you're taken to this beautiful stillness and peace, serenity and quiet. But in the physical reality, a lot of time passes, a lot of movement, a lot of time passes. But for you, you were only there in the void for what feels like a short amount of time. Okay, so that's the difference between the two. Of course, most of my work is primarily for light workers, those who have been anointed, those who have transformed and become earth angels, those who got resurrected, and those who know their God, who the one is that came. So, and have their very personal relationship. And then I'm moving on from here, but that was my Pisces Virgo eclipse update, and I'll possibly put another video out today as well. I'm not sure what it's going to be about. If you are highly sensitive, if you are empathic, if you're new on young, your innocence is so loved. You are so unique, and everyone in heaven, it's not far away. You see where the clouds are? Heaven is that close, all right? And see the blue sky a day? That's where all the souls are. So it's not a long way away, but everyone is watching and praying for your success through this world, which is full of the dark agents. That's what I call them. People call them narcissists and psychopaths and so on and so forth. They're the agents of the darkness to cause chaos in your life. Now you must be strong and you must stay. And I'll catch up soon. Ka kite. Stay strong. Sending love.